Hey pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. It's been a while, but I'm back in 737 here. I'm back in the flying seat. Thought I'd do a flight today. I'm at KLAX. I'm in Southwest livery, using the well, it's the 737-900, the freeware one. That's hopefully, well, should be available. I'll try and provide the links in it. Last time I downloaded this, it was definitely available. It's still in beta version. But we're going KLAX to KLAS, so we're going to Vegas, baby. So I'm going to program up, and it's going to be an evening flight, probably be landing in nighttime in Las Vegas. So I wonder if we'll see the strip all lit up or whether it'll be total darkness. Let's give it a go. I'm going to jump in the cockpit and get us programmed up. So using my SimBrief account, free, go to simbrief.com. You can plan all manner of routes. Really useful. We are flying today, so KLAX to KLAS. It's given me some information I'm going to need. My cost index 48, my average wind direction and speed, so 286 at 76 at altitude. It's given me my fuel load information. If I come down to here, we've got our route. We're expected to do 25 left, although I'll check that by listening into ATIS at the airport. Orca 1, Meisen, and then a star's going to be KPEC 4, and we're going hopefully into 19 left into KLAS. That's what I'll program up for. That could of course change. Lots of other information. Let's have a look. One of the things I do is I come down here. Sorry, that's going to stutter on your screen and we can see the route there. I'm going to have a look at that in Sky Vector in a minute. I like that better. Okay. So we've got some, I think, some pretty heavy winds in LA. We're going to check out in a second. And we've got it's pretty cold up there and some fairly intense wind. So it's a cross. It's not going to be so much a tail as such. So I'm not sure it's going to help with our flight time. And if I look at this, our top of climb is going to be minus 45C. We're going to use that as well when we program up. So over in Sky Vector here, we can see this is our route today, taking us from KLAX down there up into Vegas. And we can see there's a convective notice. Okay, we're going to have some bumpy weather. Okay, thunderstorms. So, well, depending on how X-Plane interprets that, it could be some interesting flying. We also have, look at this. There's an alert, there's space launch. We'll be live in 3 days. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. We've got more convective over there. So what's we got for LA there, LAX. So if you read the, I'll have to keep my mouse over it here. But we have winds from 270, 28 gusting 35 knots. Okay, so we've got some serious wind, 10 statute miles. We've got good visibility. Few clouds at 1700, few at 3800. 13 degrees with a dew point of 4 and our altimeter's 2994. Okay, so that's okay. And what have we got at the other end? Well, it's warning of thunderstorms, but right now, so we have, it's 220 wind direction, 12 gusting 22, so it's windy, 10 miles. A few clouds at 6,000, scattered at 9, broken at 15. And it's 9 degrees. Okay. We're okay in 2977. We're good. So I jump in and start programming out. So welcome back. Let's just have a check. Yep. Okay. They're aligned. Stop the cleaning. I don't know how I can start people loading on board, but we'll try that in a minute. Right, what do we do now? It's been a while since I've done this, of course, so let's try and remember, shall we? Funny how life gets in the way and can't always do the things you want. So I am at KLAX. Put that in there. Enter IRS position, yes. So the IRS is aligned. We paste that in there. Okay, we're set. Gate. Oh, I don't remember. I'm not going to bother telling it that. The route or the route, depending on which accent you want to say it with. KLAS is where we're going to. Okay, we don't. We are flight number. I don't know. SWA. So that would be correct, maybe for Southwest Airlines. Guessing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Runway. Hopefully 25. Left. Right. Okay, next page. Right, let's switch over and have a look at what our stages are. So back on the SimBrief PDF document that it generates, apparently we're going to leave on Orca 1, transition Meisen, and then our star is going to be KPEC 4. So Orca 1, Meisen, KPEC 4. Let's see if we can just do that. We're back in the cockpit and to do a departure. A departure from KLAX. We've got 25 left selected because we had already input that. Orca 1. Meisen. Our transition. Nice. Okay, we have that saved in. And going to K2 KLAS. And it's going to be... What did I say it was? KPEC 4. There we go. And we're planning to come in to 19 left, I think. Is there an ILS into 19 left? Please let there be... No. Okay. That I don't know. Let's go check a chart, shall we? So here we have free digital charts available on flightplan.com. We have an instrument approaches KLAS 19 left. Okay, so we come. All right, we're going to go up around there. Ravnu Lapin is over there. I expect that's what we'd probably do is we would come. We don't want to go to 2V. I guess Hamig. Always. Is that an option? Or we've got Lapin over there. Okay, let's go and have a look in the plane, shall we? We're back in the plane here. We're going to choose Lapin. There you go. And that's our transition. So, at the end of the day, we really only had a SID, transition, and a star, and we're straight in. This is a pretty quick flight, isn't it? Okay, let's just have a look at our legs. We definitely want to get rid of that vector. And then we want to take that and connect that to there. Check we've got no more vectors. I think we're okay. Yep. And activate that. Okay. Actually, I better just check my fuel here. I've not done it with this before. Fuel weight. We actually have more than we need there. I think it was 17. Okay. Maybe if I put 17 in. No. It's not a lot, is it? £17. I guess that means 17,000. So let's have a look at some other settings, shall we? So our fuel is 16,000. But our takeoff weight is estimated to be 162, so we're heavy. And we're going to be flying to 31,000 feet. I'm going to make that 16. Okay, but our payload has got to be... Let's just try that. Just winging it here. Ah, got a pun there. No. Okay, so 65 is too much. What did I say our takeoff weight was? 162. Okay. We're high there, so... I'll do this. Do we have a central of gravity calculation? No idea. So you know what? I'll just leave that where it is. I'll leave that. We'll go back down here. We'll click that. What did we say our flight level is going to be? 310. I think I'd set a reserve of 2 in the calculations. Our cost index was 48. It was 286.76 for cruise wind, and our top of climb. Do we remember what I'd said for that? Minus 45 C, so minus 45. I'll make sure it knows it's in C. Top of climb. Okay. I think that's okay. M1 limit. It is currently, what did we say it was? It's 14 according to ATIS. There we go. And we're going to do a derated takeoff. Go to takeoff, we're going to have flaps 5. .22. Okay, and I have to verify those. Uh, 5.22 on the trim. Go back to index. Oops. Oh, sorry. Messing up my camera views here. There we go. It's set just about right on the trim. Okay. What do we have for our takeoff speeds? 154. I'm going to put 154 in here. Oh, I do hate it when that happens. Does that happen to you? It stops registering your mouse wheel movement and suddenly jumps it over. So 154. What's our course out? So we're taking off from my 25. I know this isn't exactly right. The purists are probably shouting at the screen. Actually, to be honest, I'm pretty sure the purists stopped watching some time ago. This is just a reminder for me. I haven't done one of these flights in some time, and I need to remember what I'm doing. So I'm going to put my flight directives on, arm the auto throttle. If I can ignite both of those, then we are going to be good. That means we are going to be able to activate that. I'll just turn that off for now. Spooks me a little. I know I could leave it on. Right, I'll get that set in a bit when we start taxiing, but we're pretty much programmed up, so you know what? Oh dear, are they? Oh, that's a nice announcement. We set 31,000 on our altitude. I don't tend to kill my passengers as much anymore. I do actually remember to do that. I'll set my APU bleed ready for when I start that up in a minute. What else should I do? We'll start my leg. Get my yaw dampers set. They're all set. I've got the aircon on right now. I'm going to get the APU started. I'm going to put my strobe on. And we'll let that start. That all looks okay up there. Sounds like people are coming on board. We'll pre-program, check my pushback. Just pre-plan and check I'm okay. Oh, right on the corner. Not too sure where I want to go, so I'm going to just turn this way, I think. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to bring up my map. Okay. Oh god, we're way over there. And we're going way over here. Okay, so I want to push out and I want to go that way. So I want to pull out that way and then face that way. Okay, I know where I'm going. Let's do that again. In the old mouse wheel around. There we go.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Will do. So we now have our pushback planned. Anything else I'm forgetting right now? We've got our trim set. I mean, I should be going through doing my tests. I'm not doing that today. You know, I can push some buttons. Check these. Yep. Those are noises I don't want to hear. Yep, we're good. I'm not sure if I've got the weather radar working properly. But I hope we do, because I think we're going to be approaching thunderstorms, so I'm not sure whether that plugin's working with this right now. Fingers crossed. Well, it sounds like we must just about be ready, I would have thought. Fingers crossed. So, our GPU is, our APU is now running, so I am going to, I've switched to my APU power now. We can switch back to here, and I can go back here, and I can disconnect the GPU. I'm going to request to push back in just a minute. Let's come down here and set this to 250 as well. Set my heading bug the same. Not that I care. Now, the plane seems to be buffeting around. I have a feeling this is because of wind. It sounds like some severe wind out there. And not the baked bean variety. The sun's getting low in the sky. It's going to be a nighttime flight, isn't it? It's not really going to be an evening flight at all. Okay. I'm going to request pushback now. Did that work?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Okay, thank you. Right, I'm going to get my fuel pumps going. I'm not sure if I have any fuel in my center tanks. If it planned it properly, I shouldn't. Okay. We have the APU is running correctly. I'm going to turn my packs off ready. So we have enough duct pressure to start the engines. Okay, and the gate is now pulling away. Hopefully everybody's on board, although somebody just probably fell to their death.
Okay, Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Set that back again. I just turned the parking brake off so that I could get the walkway retracted. Let's have a look at this from outside, shall we? There we go. It looks like we're all connected up and lifted. So we're ready to push back. I'm just going to release the parking brake. And he should begin moving us. Did that work? Hold on. Let's go fix this.
Push back, and you may start engines.
Oops. I'm messing up a bit here. Okay. So he's moving us back. What a glorious evening in LA. So we're going to start engine. We'll do the left engine. You can hear the low rumble as we build up some speed. Let's check. They're at 14. N2's at 18. When we get to 25, we'll throw the fuel in. We don't want to throw it in too early. Obviously, we might get a hot start or a stalled. Actually, if we go back here, we should be able to see it just spinning up. There we go. Isn't that cool? The effects are brilliant. I love it. And now that one's clicked in. Start the right engine.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you. Good bit of rumbling. I love the sound effects.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Thank you. Okay, both are on. Oh, not quite ready on that. And set that to cont. Set that to cont. We are now running. I'm going to put my packs back on for a minute. We are now running on engine power. I've turned the APU bleed off. Disconnect and hand signal. And I'm going to turn my APU off. My taxi lights on. What a lovely evening. Absolutely gorgeous. Great scenery, Mr. X6, free KLAX scenery. Couple of years old now, still beautiful.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you. See you again. Can't remember if we did start or terminate flight leg, but oh well. Did I do my announcement? Do you remember? Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh well. Okay. Warning everybody, your pilot does not have Alzheimer's. Okay. This is going to be a long taxi. And he's driving a long way away. Okay, well he's parking up. Okay, I'm going to set that ready. I won't put the flaps down yet. We'll do that when we get closer. Is he out there waving? He's gone. He just drove off. Okay. Have I oops. We are slow. There's a lot of weight on board. You can just see the vapor. This is new on 11.3. Explain all the work they've done with... oh, heck. Hold on. Let me just get this around this corner. I'm busy looking at the eye candy and not concentrating on my job there. So you can see the haze coming out the back of the engine. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. Be interesting to see what it looks like in the air. This would be my first flight with 11.3 with a jet. Whether we get the horrible brown streaks coming out the back of the plane still. Okay, that's pretty sexy. That might be the snap you see. There was a little pause there where I took a picture of that. I might use that as the cover for today's video. So, I have an awfully long taxi ahead of me. I got to come across here, down here, all the way to the end there, across runway 25 right to 225 left, and then I got to get ready for takeoff. So, it'll be a while. So, I'm just going to have a little look out the side here. Air Canada flights there. Oh, that must be, yeah, it's an international Virgin. Actually, no, that's Virgin America, isn't it? That's, yeah. Not international. Air Canada is. Nice. Right. I'll see you at the other end. Welcome back. So we are just going to creep round now. Air traffic control has given us the go ahead to cross runway 25 right to get to 25 left. I just... Oop. Or rather they would if I... Hold on, where am I going? I appear to be off. Did I turn one too early? I think I did, didn't I? Because there doesn't seem to be any that's awkward, isn't it? Also not telling me I'm on runway 25 right. Is that system not turned on? That's an extra plug-in, and I deactivate it on some of my aircraft because it's not realistic. I think I've forgotten that. Let's try cutting across here. Oh, I should have checked the airport map before I did this, so I just swing a left here, get my turn signal going. There we go. It's pretty damn windy out there. I just saw the windsock, and I think it'd be safe to say it was only just about hanging on by a thread. Right, we'll put our take-off lights on, and we can turn our taxi light off. I'll switch my probe to strobe and steady, and I'm going to turn my anti-collision light on for for sure.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Get my flaps out. Okay, thank you. I would have thought that I'd done that earlier. I guess that's triggered from whatever button switched that on. That effect should have happened earlier. And I guess I put my logo on as well. Okay. So, landing lights are on, taxis are off, strobe and steady, logos on, all the other stuff. That's set, throttle's ready, RTO is set. I think we are ready to go. Okay. Evening flight. Everything looks good. Okay, I'm going to bring the engines up slightly. Everything's balanced. And Toga. Toga? Hello? Oh. For some reason... Nope. Hold on. 1 minute. Now it's programmed. Control, Shift. I've got it set to Control, Shift, F12. No. Something's up. What's up? Is there something wrong with my setup? That's high. Let's just set up. Okay, let's do this again. Nothing's wrong. Everything's set. Engines are on. Let's turn the packs off. The takeoff. Control Shift F12. Okay. Not going. Do it the old-fashioned way. Maybe. Aha. Auto throttle arm. Remember I turned it off like an idiot earlier because I was worried? There we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're on our way. I got a lot of headwind, so we probably should get off with very little runway, actually. Airspeed's alive. Almost there, 147. Okay, rotate. He's back on the stick. Gear up. We wallowed a little there, but we're alright. Oof, that's a bit windy out there. Okay, we've got a steady climb. We're on our way. Yeah, that was a bit unsettled on that takeoff. I'm quite surprised by that. And we're climbing. Bit of a sun in our face, but there's not a lot we can do. Goodbye, LA. Amazing looking to fly out from this city. Never flown into KLAX in real life. Into Orange County, Anaheim, whatever. There, we can turn that off. I'm going to lock the gear off. Bring us back to 2 degrees of flap. Engage autopilot. We're now going to start turning around and heading inland. Just trimming us out. Bringing in that flap. It's got 1 degree out now. Our flaps are now retracted. Still got our landing lights on, but that's fine. ATC have very kindly cleared us straight up to 31,000 feet. Aren't we lucky? Right. Whew. That was fun. Let's have a look down here, shall we? At 250 until 10,000 feet. Okay, we're aiming for flight level 190 right now, and then we'll be working our way up to flight level 310 by N Navy. Absolutely gorgeous out there. And then there's the whole of LA spread out below us. Isn't that amazing? We should be straightening up in a minute onto the flight path. God, you can't beat that for a view. And we're straightening up. Nice. I guess that's how you do that. Let's see if weather works. I'll put the radar on. There's no weather for it to report, but I'm not sure if the weather radar is operational. So, we had the climb out there, and as you saw, I didn't like the way the vapor trails turn up everywhere, but oh well. I guess we'll see. We're just accelerating now. We're at 271 now, which is going to be our speed pretty much all the way there now. Of course, that changes as we gain altitude. That means faster ground speed. We're just climbing to get over these mountains now as we head out towards Vegas. Right, so Vegas is our next stop. And that sun's really disappearing pretty quickly. Let's have a quick look outside again, shall we? I can never... Oh, so we do have that ground, that cloud. Is it scattered at about 15,000 or 9,000? 9,000, I think. So we are just above that. You can just see the remains of LA just through that cloud, with the sun heading off into the distance. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, now we've got none of the vapor trails on the wings, which, yeah, you do get them, but that seemed to be an awful lot. And I'm not sure they've quite got their heat, the exhaust signature from the engines quite right yet, but it's an improvement. We'll see when we get up to 30,000 feet where we get the big brown sludgy lines coming out the back of the engines, because I never like that. There we go, some lovely, lovely sunset reflecting off of the bodywork. That was pretty lovely. Go back inside. I'll get rid of my yoke for a minute. Gotta remember how to get my lighting. Can't remember which of these does anything. They're like panel lighting things. And as usual, I can't remember how to do that. I don't fly that often at night. Oops, none of them. Oh, I'll remember it. Cabin altitude. What have I not got set? Ah. No, packs are on. Ah. Oh, asphyxia was about to kick in. You know what I did? I had my packs on, but I hadn't got my APU bleed on. Which is interesting, because we'd be having all manner of problems, but we'll see. Should be okay soon. Packs are on. Just ignore the alarm. We'll be fine. Great, I nearly killed my flipping passengers again. Okay, the pressure's building up now. See, we're good. What are you all worrying about? But there's just lots of giggling going on out there as there's a bit of asphyxia. But we're all good. Everybody's alive. Nobody's died yet. So we're heading for 31. Yeah. I don't know that I can see any information, but it should be auto. Yep. Naughty me. We haven't quite leveled off, but I'm obviously doing a speech out there. Can I hear it?
Please, only move around the cabin when that sign is off, and anytime you're in your seat, I do request your seatbelt fastened about you regardless of the seatbelt sign. You can navigate a little closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
I sound very different over the microphone, don't I? Maybe it was my first officer doing the announcement. Try the weather radar. Does that show us anything? Does it work? Don't know. Oh, we're pretty stable. We're just creeping our way. Oh, wow. Where'd that come from? Oh, heck. Rain? Oh well. Not a lot we can do. We'll just let that. Wow. That suddenly looks very stormy. This is, let's put my weather radar on and see what's going on. I think that proves the weather radar isn't working. We're in rain, it should be telling us about rain. I'll let that go off. Wow, what's it like outside? Okay. There's some pretty severe rain clouds around by the look of it. We're going to continue the flight. I'm going to stop recording because I don't really have that much to say right now. And I shall see you nearer top of descent. And then we shall do the descent together into KLAS. I bet it's going to be pretty dark by then. And I don't think there's a lot to see right now. We seem to have a lot of scattered cloud between us and the ground. So, beautiful sky as it's just reaching nightfall. I shall see you on the flip side, which is about 10 seconds for you. Welcome back. Well, you don't quite join me at 30,000 feet to descend. I've had a few thunderstorms to dodge that I couldn't see because my weather radar wasn't working. When I got within distance of Las Vegas, the ATIS informed me that I actually needed to be on 25 right to land, so I just got that all programmed in and ended up changing all my approach and messing everything up. It has been bumpy as heck up here. The plane has been all over the place, so I hope I've got everything in a stable situation, and I'm just trying to prepare now to come in for a landing on 25 right. So I've got my approach is going to be 152, pretty fast actually. We're going to be rocketing in with 30 degrees of flap with our legs. We haven't got that far to go. We are descending. We were a bit above because of the twisting and turning to get onto a different approach. That's all been fun. I'll turn my engine noises down a little bit. You don't need to hear it quite that loud, do you? That probably a bit better, maybe. Well, I can see some of Vegas lit up in the distance there. So we're going to be at 30 degrees of flap. When we come in, there we go. So we're going to swing around. In fact, have we got a hold? I'd better just... No, we don't have a hold. Good. A bit worried there we had a hold. Okay, I've set my auto brake ready. I've had a listen to ATIS and set it to 2984 on both sides. We're 25 right. So 152 is the speed I will put in on that when we come into approach. Actually, if I alt-tab, hopefully... Yay, it's working. Okay. Localizer is 110.3. I can probably program them in right now. It's pretty dark. I can't find all my knobs to adjust my settings. So 1... and 1, 1... That went bing for some reason. What was that all about? No idea. What was it telling me? Don't know. But things feel a lot more stable now. Right, our speed is on point. We're below 10,000 feet. Actually, I won't put my landing lights on yet. Okay, everything's good up there, I think. Right now. Approach 259, 259. Let's just wind that down to 0 for now. What is our missed approach? Okay, so we've got some altitude still to lose, but we're going to be 152. I'll put drag out. So our speed was creeping up that. We've got a bit of altitude to lose. Obviously, if we look at this missed approach, it's been so long since I've read these charts. Runway approach course. Missed approach 3,200. Airport elevation is 2,100, so that's like 5,000 will be in there, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. As we're coming round, I'm going to switch these. And I'm going to bring that down. I can't really see. There we go. We're still kind of all over the place a bit there. Coming down to 5,400. Oh no, we really do need to keep that out. We obviously did a little bit of plummeting there, and our speed is absolutely... We're screaming in right now. Not happy with that. Way too fast to bring flaps out and drop my gear or anything right now. We're on... Yeah, we're on final approach and we're screaming in at 270 knots. I'm gonna end up with a serious talking to at the end of this. Look, we're already lined up and we just cannot slow down. This is hilarious. I wonder what would happen if I put 1 degree of flap out right now. Oh, and it's still wiggling about. What are we doing? Oh, alright, let's take it because I just need drag right now. Now the diamonds are on, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to choose approach. That won't take for some reason. Maybe? No. Okay, maybe we're gonna... Alright. Alright, I got approach select now. Okay, shut up. Flight director, okay. How many degrees of flap are we at? Okay. Gear is going down. Okay, are all my landing lights on? Heck, I can't see. Okay, now my landing lights are on. Whoa, whoa, that's below glide slope. No kidding. Okay. So busy looking at my instruments, I wasn't paying attention to what the plane was doing. I have no idea Why that didn't work? I mean, okay. We'll get us across. No idea that was going to put us into the ground. Shh. Okay, this is totally a botched landing. We might survive though. Yeah. The wind, that's what it is. Immense wind. I mean, look at this. I'm floating. Oh, jeez. On my nose wheel. That was awful. But everybody is alive. You can't ask for more than that. And... whew. Maybe that's why I don't fly as much anymore. That was quite adrenaline inducing, wasn't it? But we're down. I have no idea where I'm going. Whew. Okay. I really can't see where I'm going. Let's put all the lights on, okay? And let's find somewhere to ditch this thing. Oh, hello Vegas. There it is, all lit up. Apparently I'll be going there later this year for a conference, so just hope my real pilot does a better job than I just did. So I was just so busy looking at everything else, I got behind myself there. And nearly screwed that up, didn't I? Let's scrub my speed. Oops, and I overshot this. Right, let's wait for a little man to wave us in, shall we? Let's tidy up the aircraft, bring all my flaps in. Oh, it's going to be a terrible job, I know. Don't hit the guy, don't hit the guy, don't hit the guy. Okay. Parking brake is on. Okay. And connecting the ground power up. Oof. Okay, we're on ground power. I can go ahead and kill the throttles. There we go. Get the passengers in so they can all go and get their underwear changed, because that's terrifying. Okay. I also have to turn all these lights off because I've just seared the eyeballs of that. Oh man. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? My dome light on bright. There we go. That's off, that's off. And my logo off. That's off, that's off. Off. I can reset that down to 0. Trying to leave the plane as I found it. Okay. Your damper switch can go off. Seatbelt line is off. Emergency lights off. I'll leave cabin utils on. They seem to be leaving that on these days. I guess that's new policy. And my window heats off. My probe heats off. I'll leave them on. They seem to leave the bleeds on for the engines. Trim air off. I'll turn the packs off. Okay, that's everything from there. Auto brake off. And I think we're ready to leave the plane cold and dark. Almost. Taxi lights off, runway. There. Just have a quick look from outside. Passengers appear to be unloading just fine. And now we're cold and dark. So, thank you for watching. That was a terrifying end. Wow, quite scary. If I'm brave, I'll go back and I shall record the outside view and include it for your viewing. If not, you'll just see the end of the video. But thanks for watching. It's been a while since I made a video. It's been a while since I've flown. I think it shows. So guess what? I need lots of practice, so expect a lot more videos from me in the near future. Again, thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you like that sort of thing. And I'll see you again soon.